Well, it came too late even to qualify as an 11th-hour deal, but after haggling and horse trading until well after midnight, American politicians have finally just about averted the so-called fiscal cliff. That is the automatic introduction of tax rises and spending cuts that threaten the recovery of the world's largest economy. It has technically come into force, but the Senate has now ratified legislation to block it, and the House of Representatives will now have to do the same. In a statement made in the past half hour, President Obama has welcomed the deal and said it's the right thing for the country.
No one's claiming the deal is perfect. A sticking point was what to do about cuts at major government departments, from agriculture to transport to defence. The problem's been put off for now. On the taxation side, the president got nearly everything he wanted, with Republicans agreeing to raise taxes on the wealthiest and extend unemployment benefits. The major public holiday of New Year's Day means global stock markets are shut on Tuesday, and that gives Congress an extra 24 hours to wrap this up. President Obama may look like he's come out on top for now, but around the world there's dismay. The US politicians were so bogged down ideologically that they were unable to save their own country from a potentially dangerous economic cliff, albeit one of their own making. That the US went over the fiscal cliff at all is a major embarrassment for President Obama and the leaders of Congress. The hope is it can all be sorted out within the next few days. But waiting just around the corner is the next major US budget crisis. The debt ceiling needs to be raised by Congress, and here the Republicans feel they have the upper hand over President Obama and the Democratic Party.
There were no New Year's celebrations for the senators in Washington. They worked late into the night on a deal to avert across-the-board tax increases and huge spending cuts. Republicans and Democrats wrangled all day over the details. The Vice President Joe Biden was drafted in to lead the negotiations. Finally, an agreement was reached.
I've said all along that our most important priority was to protect middle-class families. This legislation does that. Middle-class families will wake up today to the assurance that their taxes won't go up $2,200 each.
Under the deal, tax cuts for the middle class would be extended, with taxes only rising for individuals earning over $400,000. The deal would also delay over $100 billion worth of spending cuts by 2 months. It's a temporary patch that will buy the White House and lawmakers time.
And now it's time to get serious about reducing Washington's out-of-control spending. That's a debate the American people want. It's the debate we'll have next, and it's a debate Republicans are ready for.
The Senate voted in the bill in the early hours of Tuesday morning, but it still needs to be approved by the House of Representatives, which, unlike the Senate, has a Republican majority. If the legislation doesn't pass, economists have warned of a spike in unemployment, as well as a possible new recession.